Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so working on Helping Hand. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can finish up page 3. So let's go ahead and hop right on in. And before I do page 3, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and copy some layers here. Pretty much these guys here. Supposedly, I'm going to be reusing them in page 4. So let me see if I can do it like this. Select one. Let's see if it'll let me copy. Let me do this. Copy. Alright. Just want to see if it'll let me do it. Just taking layers, and hopefully it doesn't combine them all. Nope. It looks like it only grabbed one. Okay, no worries. I'll just have to do it the hard way. And I think I'll take it from here instead. So let me go ahead and, because the other ones are kind of cropped. And this is where I did most of my work. Let's see, how would I do that? Oh yeah, just go ahead and hit copy. Go to the gallery. It'll take me a second to bring these guys over. Okay, and I want them to be in the same positions. So I'm taking them one by one here. I should have took it from the bottom first. Oh well, we live and we learn. Let's do the sweep, paste. Yeah, it would have been better to take them from the bottom. And then they'd end up in the right places. Except in this case. And one more. Now I am going to not copy their completed versions like on page 3 because they're newbies, they're unsure of themselves, and now when I get to page 4 I'm going to make them a little bit more self-assured, a little bit older, probably a little bit stronger looking. There we go, he fell in the right place. Okay, so that was page 4. And page 4 calls for repeating that same, oops, went too far, that same whole thing going on, this dynamic where they're in line. Let me see. Now this should let me move them at least. Yeah. So like this will be panel 4 or page 4, panel 1, and then stuff is supposed to happen in between. Their outfits are going to change too. They'll go from recruits to yeah, right here they're going to be recruits, so I'm going to change up their hair and make it longer and shorter and things like that. We'll start with old girl here in the front, and well actually yeah, we'll start with her in the front, and we'll see if we can put a, I'm thinking I'm going to put them all in t-shirts that say recruit or cadet on them. Let's see, let me close everybody else out so I don't get confused or accidentally grab them. Alright, so for her, I really don't have, I should give her a name. I should give her a name. I want to give her let's see, we'll do braids on the other one, but on this one we'll do, her hair is like a puffball. Let's see. Where was it? It was under charcoals. See how often I use charcoals. I like the 6B charcoals for ethnic hair. Ooh, blonde. No, can't be fattish. We are police officers. And then this is what the charcoal brush looks like, and it works really well for like 4C hair. And I'm just making like little circles. I'm gonna give her a fro. And then as time goes by, it'll get pulled back. Let's see, we'll make it a little, we'll give her a nice fro. Just gotta be sure to be able to make it fit underneath a hat if needed. Can't go crazy. And because this is like a comic and it probably would bring out some really interesting looks, we'll give her a little bit of blue in her hair. Give you blue-black hair. And I'll just kind of take it down a bit. It's kind of subtle. It's kind of in the highlights. Alrighty, that doesn't look too bad. I'm going to smudge it. Let's see, we'll use the short hair brush to smudge. And I'm just making like little circles to kind of blend things together. And what I'm trying to do is close up the skin breaks that you see in the fro. And it kind of gives it this thicker look once I go back again. Okay. And then maybe with a little bit of white back to the 6B compressed. And this is a brush that's in Procreate. Yeah, all the artwork that I'm doing pretty much is going to be done in Procreate. And then I'm just going to kind of blend in a little bit of the, let's see, where's the 6B? Right here. We'll throw a little bit of white in there, but kind of take it down, the opacity about. She is outside. Okay, let's see. Just kind of. It's not a bad mix. Okay, let's go on to her outfit. Now, I am still up in the air of what I want to put on them. Now that I've already made a duplicate of them, I can go ahead and paint directly onto their layer. I'm going to use the selection tool and just kind of do a selection. Go ahead and color that with, let's see, we'll put it on another layer so it doesn't get caught up in the, let's see, I'm going to need to give it a texture. I want to give it like a t-shirty type texture, a small weave of sorts. We can try this brush here. And maybe give it like a little bit of a dark tone. Let's see. So we'll use that. It's already still selected, this layer. And then we'll change that to the same brush. There we go. Is that the same one? Yeah. Just kind of blend it in so it doesn't look like we just airbrushed the crap out of it. Oops, it's becoming transparent. Just bring it out this way. And it can't hurt to come back with the blue again. We'll keep it light on the top and darker towards the bottom. Let's see, and I've got to decide where I'm going to put the word cadet. I was thinking about putting it on their chest as well as on their sleeve. I think on their chest we'll go ahead and put their name instead. So we need a name for little girl here. Let's see, I'm going to go into, whoops, if there's anybody in the chat, I'd take it off of that. Let's see, but probably not, so, oh, I can't even see my chat. Oh, where art thou? There we are. There we are. Oh, Tatted Hearts, you're here. How are you? Let's see. I can't do puff balls. I can do like, you gotta think conservative. Yeah, they are. I also duplicated them on another person, so that's easily fixed. So what I can do is I'm going to merge that together, or actually I wonder if I can use that shirt again. Let's see, let's turn on the other chick. We'll duplicate this and we'll make it a little, whoops, I said duplicate. Oh, I'm at my max layer, so let me merge these guys together. And this needs to go down here. You go to this one. I don't want a new group. There we go, and we'll merge that together. And then I can probably merge all three of these together, or four of those together, because I don't think I'll be moving any of those anytime soon. And I got that one I can get rid of, and that one I can get rid of. I don't have any speech balloons, but let me copy that, because I don't know if I'm going to be using that in page 4. Come on. Paste. And then we'll just turn it off for now. Back to the gallery. Just didn't want to lose it once I deleted it off of this particular one. Tatted Hearts, give me a name, girl. Home. I call you girl. I don't know why I call you. Well, I should call you you. I don't know what you identify as, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it that. Dear Tatted, you duplicate my shirt, and I'll probably do the same with the guys. Like make one shirt for the dudes, and then kind of warp it onto them, like so. Yes, warping is lazy, but lazy woman's technique here. And then we'll bring this down here, and we'll turn, we'll merge this one down. Oh, maybe, no, that won't work on the dudes. Let me see, duplicate, we'll see. Turn him on. Let me turn you on, darling. freeform it. Do a little distorting, or actually warping. Almost works. Now I'm going to need a color to probably like distinguish them from each other, because they're like kind of becoming the Blue Man group here. Let's see. So I can merge you down. I'm gonna, yeah, let's see. Turn you off. And turn you off. Let's see. It might be just faster to just select and redraw. So her shoulders like right here. Make like a seam. Whoop, need another layer. Give me one more layer. One more layer. Then merge it together. Okay. Let's see, we'll give it a little bit of shadow there. And then we'll kind of oops. Kind of merge these guys. It's a happy shirt. I definitely want to put cadet on this, on the shoulder. Or sleeve, rather. Make it darker. Let's see. Sweet. Okay. All right. Last name. Nobody puts their first name on there. That thingy. But then again, if it's, we've already got a Lauren. This chick right here's name is Lauren. Laura's too close. I'd like to take maybe one of their names and just like write it backwards. Like Karen, for the sister, You know what? That would be funny. Yeah, like maybe she gets teased. Oh, that would be hilarious. Her name is Karen. That's so funny. And it'd be funnier if she even acted like a Karen. That would be hilarious. But I don't think these characters are going to have any speaking parts. I think they're just pretty much there for show. But that would be so funny. Oh my god. No. We could take one of the names and spell it backwards. Like Karen could be Nerak, or I could go to the random route. seventhsanctum.com. Oops. Go. D. Random names. Ooh, some crazy. Oh, these are medications. Okay. Naming. Douglas Luth, Nerak, Arul. Yeah, that sounds cool. That even sounds good for like a first name. Like we go African darling. Arul. Yes, sir. You can hear the lion in my name. Let's see. So like quick character namers. See, typical. Let me see. Who's a Karen in here? There's no Karens in this one. I think they've gotten on to us. J. There's a Karina. But that'd be so funny, Karen. But I like that Arual. Karen. Nasus. Yeah. Nasus is good. I like that. Be the only Arual Nasus in the world. Yeah, Nasus is good. It might even do for one of the guys. Let's see, on her, Cadet will be... I'm trying to decide, do I want Cadet on the chest or do I want Cadet on the sleeve? You know what? I can't see anybody's sleeves in this position. Well, damn. Well, I guess it'll be across the chest. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. See, I don't want to use the same text as... Let's see what I've got for text. Ooh, I've never used those ornaments before. Let me see. They're pretty. Stay focused, Kim. Stay focused. Let's see. Oh, they should be capped too. Okay, so if I will be putting this on somebody's chest, I guess this is good lettering. Well, they have to look at your boob in order to tell you your name, right? Let's see. It should be on their shoulder. Let's see. Let me move old girl here. So Cadet could be on their shoulder and their name could be... This is where I wanted to put it in the first place. And... edit style. And then just kind of warp it onto the sleeve. Let me try. Make it boob sized here. Yeah, this is what takes me so damn long on Myers, move your ass. Okay. I wonder... Good, I did leave the sleeve. Okay, so I can use the sleeve on everybody else too. So let me see. We'll merge that down. I'll copy that. Whoops, I think I might have... Let me bring that down. Let's see, I need to warp it a bit. Let's see. Just so that it looks like it's on her chest. Okay, good enough for government work. Alright. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be. Merge, 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 and merge down. And then I'll figure out what color pants I'm going to give them. Probably black. That's not a bad name. You know, I have this guy here that I need to give a name to, and Yatna. That your name spelled backwards seems almost African. You know, like we throw some clicks into it and stuff too. Let's see. So cadet. Duplicate that. Bring it to the top. Turn her back on. Let's see. We might not see it. Yeah, we won't see hers, but at least we'll have a bit of the shoulder. Okay, fellas. Turn them on. Now I think our sister here needs to cast a shadow, but let me see. We'll just merge this down. You know, because it's like the blue are kind of like merging into each other. Either she needs to cast a shadow or she needs to have a highlight. Let's do a highlight. We'll bring it here. And I want to put it between the two of them. So like maybe right there. And we'll drop it down a bit. So this highlight should hit this chick right here. I don't see it yet. Too light, probably. Why we no see? Okay. Let's try dark. Oh, now we see it. Okay. Maybe a lighter blue. Pop that, and then maybe the purple. There we go. So maybe a little bit of the light is coming from behind. But not that light. Let's see. That's a little bright, but we'll see if we can kind of merge it. And let's see. Just enough to set them apart. Okay. All right, fellas. Oh, yeah, duplicate. We'll bring it over to him. Turn that back on. His name was Will. Shit. It'll come to me. Will. Fuck, I forgot. I forgot the dude's name. This is a good time to pull up the script. Oh, hashtag success. Operation Whiteout is working. Let's see, so William, it'll come to me. Old age is a bitch. Let's see. Script. There we go. I'm cheating. I know so many Williams that it's like all the Williams names are like merging together. I can remember her. She's Lauren Myers. Her name is William Park. Is that what it was? Crap, I forgot his name. William. Did I type it somewhere? Such a doof. I have his name, I have William all over all my source material, but I didn't put his last name. I wonder if I remember his last name, will he make me a sandwich? Oh, God, Kim, you're a hot mess. And for that, no sandwich for you, woman. I need to pull out the script anyway so I can check and see what the hell I need to do next on page 4. Okay, so on this chick here, oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see, add text. So I like William Park. I was right, he can make me a sandwich now. Add text here. You know what we used to do when I was in the Navy and you had a person with like a super long ass last name. Usually it's like Polish folks, blah 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 blawitz or Chickadawick Chucks. I don't know. There were so many that had like really super long ass names. We had I don't know if he was Yugoslavian, but instead of trying to say his name, we would do the first letter plus however many letters, like Y19 or, and yeah, they've had names that long, Y9, you know, and it also kind of was like a nickname for them too. But their name was just that damn long. And when you're in the Navy and you're going through intake and stuff, you've gotta, there's like one day that you take and you're labeling all your stuff before you even go to your barracks. You're labeling for the first week or two, well, first week at least, of all your gear, and it's amazing how much crap that you have to have, uniform wise, bits and pieces of the uniform where you have to put your initials, you have to put your name and your last 4, you know, just crazy crap like that, just to make sure that it's yours. And imagine a person with 19 letters in their last name. So yeah. Okay, so this chick, her last name had, I lost my, god dandruff, I lost my page. Give me a second. There we go. Whew. Chickadawick, yeah, things like that. It would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be C10. That would be that person's name. From here on out, they'll have the C whatever across their thing, but they usually call them like C10 or whatever, like King Kamehameha. See, I can say that. Pale Hama Hama, you know, they'd have Pale Hama Hama on there, but it would be P plus, you know, 10. So with her, Yank Nip. Yank Nip doesn't sound like fun though, but it does sound interesting. I don't think I've ever met a Yank Nip. Yeah, I know a Pinkney, but she owes me money. Okay, so I like the Wynota. The Yatna. Yeah, Yatna. It's pronounced Yatna. It's spelled Yatna, but it's pronounced Frankenstein. Um, let's see. Oh, sweet. I think I gained your weight. I can't leave the damn cake alone, yo. I discovered carrot cake again, and it's rediscovered my waistline and my buns. Every weekend, I think I gain about 3 pounds. And then I lose that 3 pounds through the week, if not in water or cake, and then gain it back because I go out and buy another slice of cake. I tried buying like a big giant cake, but it just did not. They didn't make it the same as the slices. How inconsistent. How rude. Okay, where was I? I need a last name. But I like Yatna though. Why not? Well, I saw your paragraph. I just didn't read it. Nah, just teasing. Something about mesh shorts. Oh my God, what? You can see everything? What? What? I see your junk. I see your junk. Okay. I need a last name. I'm warming up to Yatna. Because it sounds African or something like that. I should use the Charifu. I like that Charifu name. I think I'll use it on another character. Okay, so we stop diddling with that character and just I'm gonna go random. Okay, I am going to change this down to one name, and this shall be thy name, Conrad. Thou art dubbed Conrad. Alright. Let's hold down that arrow key and go C-O-N-R-A-D. Ooh. I must have hiccuped or something. Okay, so edit style. And we'll bring it down. Must not be smaller than Myers. Is that about the same? You'll only be here for 2 panels. Okay, so 71.5 will be the size. Let's see. Distort it just a little bit. Alright, so Conrad, thy name is here. And then he's Park. Merge Conrad down. Comrade, Conrad. And then we got Park. That makes it easier. Okay, so he is on. Let's turn the ladies off for a second. Put his sleeve. Oops. We'll put his sleeve on him. Oops. Oh, that's his sleeve. So whose sleeve was this? Probably old boys here. Okay. Let's see. So we'll merge you down here and turn you off. Oh, and maybe it was hers. Let's see. I'm going to merge this down. Okay, and we have one more naked dude. see, pants. We don't wear pants in this comic. Okay. Now he's the one that needs a name. Let's see, we'll merge that one down on him. We'll merge this one down on him. Let's see. I see your booty, I see your coochie. It's all a jiggling, it's all a wiggling. It goes with the song too. Hold me a junk. Let's see. Can't hide it, can't fight it. Show me your junk. Let's see. So I need another one. Okay. These weird sleeves here. There we go. One for you and one for you. Okay, so let's see if we can warp the shirt on him a little bit better, because I'm too lazy to draw. Oops, where am I? Here we go. We're on his layer. Okay. Let's see. Oh, when you can't warp. Let's see. I guess I'll have to. Shoot. And I should have made that cadet thing a little bit bigger. Let's see, because his arm is like way over here. Let me turn off oh boy, because I can't see. Ooh. His shirt's just a little big. Let's see. And it's already warped to his body, so shit. No worries. No, but I think he's going to be hidden anyway. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't have to worry about him. I just need to throw his name on his shirt. Because I'm not going to be moving these guys. They're not animated or anything. Okay, so for William Park. So I don't really need this. And when he's there, he won't have one either, so bump it. Well, damn, I wasted my time doing the cadet part. Yeah. Alright, so that gives us room for the names. We got Park. Park it here, Park. Oh yeah, I've got to change the size. Edit. And just need a last name for our other guy here. Let me see. Let me move the chicks out the way so I can see him better. Let's see. His boob would probably be about right there, so just put it here. And then one more name. Let's see. Now that is, you sure you didn't buy lingerie? Let's see. Turning your pubic hair into public hair. I need a name. Let's see. Where art thou? Alright, we'll change it to male. And thy name shall... Oh, Matt King, I like that. When McDonald's and Burger King finally form an alliance. I'm in sevensanctum.com, and this place is great for, like, if you need, like, you know, a quick name or something for your story. And I come here often when it comes to, like, doing random crap or things that kind of stump me. And in the comments, if you need a good laugh, just hit the comments. Some of them are really pretty funny. Oh, I like this. Percy Potter, alternately Harry Jackson. Joy Coffee. Oh, I used that. Of course, I enjoy coffee. I used coffee for my other story, my first comic. I was like, that's brilliant. Johnny Longfisher really casts out his line. Oh, that's tight. I like that. Oh, what was my guy's name? Thou shalt be named. I hereby sub thee, Son Cohen. Son is not so bad. Thon. T-H-A-N-H. The H is silent. Or the T is silent. Okay. Okay, hold that down. T-H-A-N-H. Oops. I wonder why. There we go. Thank you very much. You turn William off for heartbeats. Where art thou? Here you are. Thank you. Edit style. Knocking it down to 71. If I can. Not an exact science on this thing. It's like, there we go. Yeah, the trick is to let up on it right before you get to the number you want. Okay. And I can't see anything, so I'm going to hold down that arrow key at the very top, and hopefully it'll let me move the canvas. So here we go. Hold it. Okay. Oh, and the crap disappeared. Okay. Make you nice and manly. That's good enough for government work. And we'll kind of distort it just a bit, maybe warp it a bit. Just want to kind of bend it in the center, so it kind of looks like it's bending over that manly chest of his. I'll make a man out of you. Let's see. I'm going to hit that advanced mesh so I can really get in there and mess with some of these letters. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. Let's turn everybody back on for a heartbeat. See where we are. Oh, you can't even read his name. I'm going to move it over just a smidge so we can kind of freeform. There we go. All right. It's going to be an interesting graduation picture. Okay, so let's do the dude's hair. We'll grab everybody real quick. Let's see, we'll do it. Let's see, merge you down. And before I merge these guys all together, I'm just going to take them, drag them down, and then bring them back up. Nice and clean. Crisp and clean, no caffeine. Alright. and they're within the boundaries. Whoops. Sometimes you gotta let go, Kim. Don't want it to encroach too much on. I could bring it all the way over here. Maybe about right there. And then I'll just get rid of this. Delete, damn you. Oh, you're locked. Unlock and delete. Okay. Okay, so I don't need really the coloring thing anymore. Let's see, we'll work on this fellow right here. We'll turn everybody else off so I don't accidentally draw on their layer. He's got a weird coloring. Oh, let me tell you about Schlatsky. Well, let me tell you about buying crap offline. I never will buy clothing from, like, was it Japan? Was it China? China. I don't think I'll be buying it from China anymore. I asked for a 4X jacket, and I got something that was about the size of a large child. And it said 4X on it. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It just makes you think about what one person's size is versus another. Definitely. I'm glad I had seen this one video where this lady had, well, it wasn't even a video. It was she was in the habit of buying crap from China, and the stuff was like not quite right. She'd buy it and it would look beautiful in the picture. She couldn't fit it for nothing, but then she'd have to give it to her kid who could fit it perfectly, like it was made for her. Like an 11-year-old, maybe 10-year-old. So, yeah, grown women the size of 11-year-old Americans. I don't know, but she had like a whole series. She would just keep buying these clothes online, and they'd all not fit at all. It was pretty comical. It's like, you'd think she'd learn. Okay, so this guy, he's got a couple colors on him. He's got like this tone here, like on his neck, but I don't know how much of his neck will be shown. And for giggles, I'm going to throw it on another layer. I'm going to select his layer and just kind of alpha lock it. I'm going to take this down, change the skin texture, and I created a brush that, well, several brushes for skin, and then there's a couple of brushes that came with the program that are pretty good too. You just need to kind of smudge them and use them sparingly. See, this needs to be a little oranger. Try to fit my not too bad. And then maybe a little bit of yellow in his skin. My source image. There we go. And I also want to incorporate something that I learned from, what was his name? Reed. Was it Don Reed? Let me see. On YouTube, his cartoons are really cute, but he had this technique. It's using different layers and adding just like a little bit of red light and yellow light to your image to bring out your cartooning. And I'm trying to find his actual name here. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna rise pretty gosh darn fast. He shows himself. He's good looking, and his artwork is really cute. I mean, really super cute. It's Disney. It's Disney cute. Dave Reed. Let me bring him up. And just want to kind of give him a shout out to one of his videos that I'm going to see if I can use a little bit of the technique. Ooh, he like has shirtless videos too. Okay, but the one that I'm thinking of is this one right here, how to make skin look better. And basically he in Procreate, you know, you have your flat color, and then he comes back with like a reddish tone and then a yellow tone, and you kind of mess with a couple of the settings. This is what I was talking about. He's like showing his chestage, and he's not a bad looking brother. All right. So I want to try to do the same thing here. On one layer, let me get, well, I'll keep some of these tones. I'm going to blend them in a bit. And I can hear like some of you going, that ain't my type. Oh, listen to you. You want to be small enough to fit into the kids section. Pfft. I gave up that dream like long ago. You want to be like timeless, like those K-pop stars. You're like 40 years old and still look like you're 16 going through puberty. Not that it's a bad thing. I ain't hating. They got their own groove going on. Okay, so one layer would be, and I painted on the other layer. Okay, one layer would be like red, and that would be like your tones where your let's see, I don't know if he had it cranked all the way up to the top. Let's see, how do I get it to, do I do it like this and be a reference? Oh, I remember how I did it. Okay, let me go back down. Back you. Okay, so what I did is I would select that layer and then just use that like there. Okay. With my soft brush, let's see. I'm going to use my skin brush because it's softer than my soft brush. And I'm just going to hit all the places where red would be. Put it on his lips, maybe on his chin, maybe a bit on his cheekbone. Let's see, we'll hit that right there. We'll make him pretty. We'll make you very pretty. And then what he would do is either drop the opacity on this one or use the Gaussian blur. And either one is pretty gosh darn good because it just kind of softens and makes it a little bit more subtle. So you're pretty, but not so pretty that you're not too pretty. Like you have daughters prettier than this man, or this man prettier than your daughters. Let's see. So there would be the pink layer, and I'll just merge that down, make another layer, or keep it together, one or the other. And then make a yellow layer, and that would be kind of like a light layer. Let's see, I'm going to up the brush a bit, do the same thing. I'm going to select. That way I'm not going, oops, I'm not going outside of him too much, and just kind of all the places that might need a yellow highlight. On his neck, maybe in his ear, anything that might catch that yellow light. And just for giggles, I think I want to try that with blue as well. So again, he would either use, either drop the opacity, which would be like doing, you know what, I think it was still on the same damn layer. Well, it is what it is. We'll just merge it. We'll just soften it. I don't know why it didn't stay on the layer that I chose. I want this layer, not this layer, this layer. Anyway, let me go ahead and, it's okay because his skin is kind of bronzy, kind of yellowy. So I'm just going to kind of blend these guys together. Let's see, I'm going to use a different brush because you don't really see too much of the change. I'm going to bring some more of the peach tone in. Now there's some other potentials that he could have done, which was like use, what could he have used? The other layer thingies here, like I'm thinking I want to use a darker tone. I'm going to use like brown, and on this layer particularly, I'm going to change that to linear. He could have used the linear burn and then drop the opacity that way. There's many ways of skinning the cat, and I don't want this to be too hard of a shadow for this guy. I'm going to drop it to 15, so it's very subtle, and just kind of use that as shadows on this fella. Let me look at my source image here. Don't need that no more. But yeah, if you guys are looking for some interesting tutorials, he definitely has some fun looking tutorials on there. I've checked out some of them and really enjoyed myself on that. And you can also apply your shadows and the colors per your source image if you have one. And I have one. Let me see. I'm debating whether or not I want to go through the effort of pulling it up, since I'm so close to being done. I'm going to grab this tone right here. Oh, because I'm on the linear burn, it changes the tone. So let me get off of that. It's like I do want this tone, but I also want the tone that I chose. And I'll do that on this layer. And I'll just merge these guys together. And then add one more layer. And this will be, this is something also I learned from him, is if you're ever doing the eye, you know, especially if they teach me some tricks. Tatted Heart says, Kim is very busy watching shirtless guys online when she's not streaming. Oh, hell yeah. I watch that and more. Haha. And I also troll. Bet you didn't know that about me. Haha. Only political crap. Because sometimes people think that they're just so clever. Oh, anyway, getting back to what I learned from this shirtless guy who also does cartoons, hopefully with his shirt off too. That just makes it just that much more interesting. I'm going to merge this down. when you're doing your eyes and you want to get that glint in their eye, the white in their eye, and you're in Procreate here, try using add. Make a layer for add, change it to add here, and it's just like that much brighter. I'm like, oh, that's tight. His eye will be like the brightest damn thing on the screen. So it just like glows. And we'll even toss one in about right here. And I think this is the same brush that they use for, what's that highlight? What is that brush? The one that I use for like neon and stuff. It's like, where is that? It's in my favorites. Yeah, the light brush. I love the light brush. And it just like light brush, light pen. It's like this. It's like it just glows. And this is being on the add layer. It's got to be incredible on the eye. Okay, so here's what the light pen looks like. And that's big. There's the light pen on the regular layer, and then when you add that add to it, it's like even brighter. Okay, enough of the play. That's not a bad. So add gives me that shiny texture. So like if they're wet, sweating, this one might be a good texture for it. So he's kind of shiny here, maybe a little bit here. And then I'll just kind of blend it so it's not so obnoxious to look at. Let's see, and let me see what it does for red. I'm going to bring it down some because the red is pretty bright. Definitely gives it a lot more. Let's see, his lips are more of this tone back here. Let me get on that layer. It's more of that tone. Why you no color? Let me bring up the opacity. Want more of a reddish tone. Let's see, like that, maybe just a little brighter. Maybe about in there. And just drop the opacity just a smidge. Same thing with women. If you want to give them that beautiful little highlight, just come back to your add layer, and you can just add kind of like that, the shininess to the lip. You bring that down so it's not like too crazy shiny. And then in his ear, you probably want to see his ear. I think it'll be covered up by William, but if I do, and then I could also use that add for highlights in the hair and stuff like that. Oh, and I found a way to outline my junk. You see him the way he is. If let me merge everything down here. Want to give him an outline. I found that if I duplicated the layer, change that to difference. And it's black, right? Duplicate the layer one more time. It's back to normal, but it has an outline. Isn't that tight? That's cool. But if you get rid of any of them, you know, it's going to look tacky. So if you ever need to outline your subject really super fast, that's the way to do it. The downside to it is, even though you've outlined it, or you know your edges are, you think your edges are clear or clean, they're not. You see, it's like pretty jagged. That could be a Kim thing too. So before you do that, make sure that your edges are nice and clean. And one way of cleaning them up, you can always just go over it with the soft brush and kind of blend them in a bit. And it just gives them a harder edge so that you can see it better. And merge them when you're done, or when you're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend to the edge here. So you can learn a little something from a weirdo like me. Just a little. Now, for some reason, he's got something behind him that gave me a line inside his face. That's okay. We make it work. We do a blend. There we go. And we'll just kind of soften up some of the edges. And then we can add some hair. Now I'm going to smudge the shiznit out of this. And I want to give him, let's see, we'll give him black hair, because we got a lot of blondage going on here. I'm going to use the short hair brush. Oops. But I get to be on the right layer. So let me give him one layer above. And we'll just kind of take the brush that comes with it, the short hair brush. This comes in Procreate. And just kind of give him a nice short haircut. I'm thinking maybe because he's a recruit, do I want him to grow into his hair? Like it'll be a little bit longer? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give him a kind of like a buzz cut. Yeah, we'll save this hairstyle for another time, for page 4. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of erase a little bit around the edges. Actually, no, let's not do that. We'll bring it back, and we'll just use that as the basis for his junk. Okay, but we'll smear the crap that's inside. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. And bring up some of the tones. Smear, damn you, smear. Smear, damn you, smear. Okay. Let's see, I want to use some touch-ups. The stubble brush, and this makes a really good razor stubble type of look. Mr. Shave here. And we'll make him look like he's freshly shaved by making this kind of pale here. just around the edges. And then we'll give him a little bit of hair. Let's see. And we'll use the short hairbrush. Let's see. Short hairbrush is... Could give him braids. Let's see. Short hairbrush. No, he is a recruit. He are a recruit. Oh. Let's see. Because he is alpha locked, I can't go beyond his head. And now I can. So we'll just kind of give him a buzz cut all the way around. There's this one guy, a Korean, I think he's in Korea, South Korea, and he's always got, he cooks shirtless, does exercises and stuff. Can't understand a word he's saying, but who cares? And he's easy on the eyes, so every now and then when he does his live stream and he finally gets away from the screen and starts cooking or exercising, you know, it's fun. I think he's like a bodybuilder of some sort. Haven't quite mastered when he pops on. But if he taught me artwork, I'd definitely be a subscriber. Hey, you get your teaches where you can. Okay. So we'll just have him kind of do a tight fade here. Now, I could just kind of smear it with the short hairbrush, and that'll fill in some of the gaps. And I'm just going in the direction of the hair, so it kind of smears it, and then it kind of makes some of it kind of fade away. Okay, and then I'll just kind of shape it. I'll use this one, the soft airbrush too. Where art thou? Favorite touch-ups. My hair. Yeah, I moved some of my brushes around so I can find them faster. You see how fast it took me to find them. And I'm just trimming his hair with the same brush that I created his hair with to kind of still keep that jagged look. You'd say it was a good hairstyle. Alright, and then we'll use the ad and maybe give him like some little highlights. I wonder what ad looks like with black. Oh, I didn't change it. Oh shoot, hold up. Yeah, hit add and see if that makes it brighter. Oops, cancel. What happened? Oh, no, I don't see black on here, but you will see white. Okay, so maybe a blue color. We'll kind of see a little bit of that. And then, oops, I'm going to go ahead and merge these two together. And then one more time for the Gipper, I'm going to throw one more layer of black in there, not blue. so he looks a little fuzzy. And then I'm just going to throw some more stubbles. It's under touch-ups. And just see if I can get them to kind of merge together so that it's a little bit more of a tighter fade. There we go. You can't tell him he's not styling. Bro, you are like so styling. Alright. Alright, so now I'm just going to clean up their shirts. And I'm just going to use the, either I can outline it or I can select, and now I can trim around the edges. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. We'll erase. Set my brushes back to where they were. Now I wish there was a way to like reset your brushes to like your absolute favorite soft brushes, like the one I use almost the most. This one here, back to soft brush. And then this one back to soft brush until I have another brush I want to go with. And I'll just kind of come around and take out some of the edge. When it comes to the skin, I'll just come back and kind of soften it or smudge it so that the skin is covering up some of this stuff. Maybe using some of the shadow. Kind of soften some of my harder edges. Something about his chin is looking doo-doo. Let me see if I can fix some of that. Instead of smudging. And smudging just seems to bring the color into the outline. I'll just take a sample of what's around it and just kind of rub it on in there. And just kind of sample. Whoops. Sample about the tone. And just kind of blend these two together. Bring it down a bit. And I've got like a little shadow here. Not that it matters. A lot of this doesn't matter because it's so tiny you may not even see it. But, you know, I see it. And once I see it, I can't unsee it. Not unlike Tatted Hearts and their mesh. Ha ha ha. Yeah, and Tatted, thank you so much. You are my #1 fan. You pop in, you make me smile, shame me a little bit. Yeah, but you also keep me humble. I love it. Not to mention, I love your perspective. Let's see, we've got a little bit of stubble here. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for those of you out there who are just watching and going, whatever. I appreciate you guys too. So feel free to hop on in. Give me a goose. Tell me that you watched and like disappear if you want. And make my day. Shimon, make my day. If you've learned a little something, that's even a bigger, like, I don't want to say ego boost, but it's like, I've been there. Let's see. So let's see. I feel confident to move on to the next dude, and we'll lock his lair so I don't mess with him. Thick Thon. And I wanted to give him a difference in skin tone. That's why when you first saw him, he looked kind of funky. I might end up grabbing him. Let me see. And replacing him on this one. Come on, you. Because I like the way he's colored. It works. So that was his original look. Thick Thon. And the only downside is that I put a shirt on him. Let me see, paste. It's over here. Now in page 4, I probably don't need to do all that. Yeah, bump it. I'll figure it out. Let's move him up. About right there. And we'll throw him down here. And we'll delete him here. Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to have almost like a rainbow of skin. Diversity. Let's see. And then in page 4, I think I'm going to give them everybody wearing a tie. La 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 la. Okay. Now, William would be awesome if he had, what is that called? Like a tattoo on his head, misspent youth. But he does not. Or neck tattoo, that would be cool. And we'll give him a little bit of a buzz cut too. Let's see. Sheep shear our men here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to touch ups, grab the stubble, and just kind of do a little bit of white around the edges. Whoops, make sure I'm on the right layer. Yep, that's his layer. Put a little layer above. Let's see it just a little bit more. Copycat. Okay, but not that much. Let me see. He's got a color scheme, so I'll use his color scheme. He's got his base tone is here. Now, according to the script, I'm not sure how green they are in the recruiting phase here. How fresh they are to the recruiting thing. If they've been at it for a bit. Now this looks like they've just started, and the guys got their haircuts. Yeah, go back, and then we'll throw just a little bit of fine hair in here. I wanted to kind of give him that Kurt Cobain type of hair on the as a teenager, where he's kind of almost surfer boy type of thing. We'll give him a little bit more hair. Let's see. Okay, and then we'll darken his hair so he's not so Opie Cunningham. Let's see, we'll give him a little bit of highlights with the yellowish part here. We're not going to do too much to him. Let's see, and we'll take his darkest tones for his hair, and we'll just put that near the edge here. And I'm going to make this a little bigger. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it with the short hair brush. And that kind of just blends in those tones that we've got going on here. And then we'll just do one more pass, and it should give us an interesting look. I'm going to give him more of a higher, tighter hair, just a little higher up, and just kind of buzz cut it. Okay, keep the fine hairbrush, bring it down again, and just kind of add some dark strokes in here. It's really short strokes. And just kind of bend them in different directions. So we'll kind of pepper in blonde and brunette into it. And have it just come off of his head here. I almost don't mind that I can see his scalp. Almost. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to the blonde. And just go over the brown as well. And just kind of obscure bits of his scalp here. We'll bring his hairline down a little bit more. And I see where I need to move Oh Boy's forehead a little bit too. Just try to keep in mind these guys are young. And come back around with the brown again. Okay, and then I'm going to use like the ultimate yellow. Let's do this. Let's do add. Another layer, change it to add, and see what it does with our yellow tone here. Oh yeah. It kind of makes him a little shinier. I'm going to make it a little bigger, just to kind of vary up the strands. And just kind of keep this near the edges where light would be hitting it. Maybe a little bit around the edges here. And then on top, and now I'm going to vary the pressure so that it looks a little brighter in some spots, particularly where I want to obscure the top of his head. All right, I am not unhappy with that. We'll do a little bit of brown. Yeah, the add feature filter on here didn't change my religion, but it came pretty close. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and just going to smudge a little bit of the hair so it doesn't look like a bunch of jagged lines. We'll use the short hairbrush and just kind of take it down a bit and just kind of around the edges. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to merge all of it together. And then some of the hair color and some of the skin is going to kind of merge in with the hair, and it'll look thinner around certain edges. There we go. So we got get it to merge there. And just kind of vary the hairline. Around the edges. And then some of, there we go. All right, good enough for government work. All right, and he looks a little bit like Eddie Redmayne, just a little in this position. That's that innocence about him. Okay, so I'm going to switch these all back to my favorite skin brushes. Oops. Soft skin. Yeah. Let's see. This one. Excuse me. And favorites. We'll leave it on the soft brush. Now what I want to do is kind of soften up the edges around here. We'll go ahead and turn that back into the skin brush, because it's just a really dark edge that doesn't really need to be like that. So I'm going to try to blend the skin towards. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to take my color and just use the skin brush and just kind of bring the lines down a bit. Now I use the skin brush because it's a little bit more, it's got a texture, it's not smooth. It's got like this porous looking texture. So we'll have his lips come out a little bit more. Bring in another color here. And this edge right here's got to go. Let me smooth it. Try to bring in the skin. It's just too bright. So this is like basically the the base skin tone. I'm just throwing it around all these like stray lines that I've got. And I'll just take a little bit of his tones and bring it out. Bring out his mid-tones here. Oops. I'm going to smudge a little bit. Don't want one color to overpower another. Alright, the fellas are just about done. I think what I'll do is on 6 size layer, we'll go ahead and add like a darker tone. Let's see, how about, so that we can keep our fellas separate from each other. And we'll do the same thing with the ladies. We turn them back on, duplicate, and we'll just move that in between them and slide it. All right. See, I think Lauren needs a little bit more on top of her head. Let's see. Now I was debating whether or not to give them ball caps instead, but you know, I made these guys look fabulous with their hair. So for now, I guess we'll keep the ball caps off. Make that a little smaller. There we go. We were born for this. Okay, I'm going to soften up a little bit of Lauren's face. She looks a little hard. Right there. Take a little bit of her tone and toss it on to William. He needs a little bit more shadow. And that'll bring her out a bit more. And then Zigzag here on this side. Throw a little bit of brown on him. Just a bit of shadow. I liked how he's got like a bit of Native American vibe type of thing going on, but not with that name thong. I don't know. Should have like light finger or something like that, or yellow flower. It's like, dude, what? It's my last name. What do you want? Now above the lip, usually there's like a lighter tone. That catches the light. You know, just add like this little milk, mustachy looking thing. Let's see, that's William. Whoops. Stay on your lane. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me add a little bit more hair to Lauren and we'll call it. Yay. Yeah, I was kind of stressing because I didn't know what to put on these people. So they've been naked for a good portion of the day. Use some of her tones here, but she uses the soft fine hair brush. Oh, am I even on her layer? Yes, I am. Let's see. All right. And we'll just kind of smudge with a short hair brush just to make it look a little thicker. Blend in some of these colors with each other. Use her colors. Turn off the words for a sec. Trying to get in there. All right, so her hair. Highlights. That doesn't look accurate. Let's see what this does. Oh. It doesn't want to grab. Every now and then it doesn't want to show the selection. I'm trying to get my little selection to pop up again and it won't pop up. Straight lines. It's on his layer. Oh, good. That was a quick fix. All right, let's turn those guys back on. Yeah, I was trying to sample. There it is. Fickle. All right, now I don't even remember what I was going to sample. Oh yeah, her hair. About that tone. It'll just finish up her hair. What does your hair? I'm gonna go there. And maybe we'll add let's see what the ad does for the yellow. Because they're outside. And then little girl. Let's see. Black won't show up, but blue should. And charcoal. And should white. Oh, but it, let's see. Why we no see? Oh, because it's like that. Bring it back up. That way both of them can share it. Take it back a little bit. And we'll use charcoal to erase. I should have used it to smudge. I'm still erasing. Okay, and we'll just kind of smudge it. Maybe not. I can't zoom in. There we go. And just erase a little bit of it. Okay. Good enough for government work. Okay. And okay, not the short hairbrush. I wanted to use the fine hairbrush. Oops. Bring it down some. It's on charcoal again. Just a little bit of white. And I think I want to take this layer and drop the opacity. Okay, good enough for government work. Okay. Yay! I just need to smooth. Merge it down, just kind of smooth. Okay, good enough for government work. Okay, we knew we were destined for this. Bum, bum, bum. They are outside. I'm wondering if I should give them one more dark tone. We'll leave it for now. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let's see, I'll get rid of these. Delete, delete. Larby page 3. I don't like that it's covering the worms. But it is what it is. Words is words. Alright, you guys, thanks again for joining me. If you learned anything, or you can like it, subscribe, you can drop me a line. Really love to hear from you. Thanks to my new subscribers who have popped on in. I really appreciate your guys' support, saying hi, and what you think of my videos. It really means a lot. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Tatted Hearts, thanks so much for joining. Always a pleasure, and watch those mesh shorts. They'll see your goodies. Don't show your 30 pillows either.